Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your old pal Nate back with another episode of Nate's Greats. Today, we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to talk about the 5 essential industrial metal, industrial rock albums. This is like a primer. This is how to get you into the genre of industrial rock, industrial metal. And yeah, let's get started. So, I'm going to kick things off with The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste by Ministry. This came out in 1989. And to me, this is a good one to get the more heavy metal crowd into industrial music. Lots of guitars, sampling, layering. The whole emphasis of this is to just be crushingly heavy and incredibly metal. Songs like Thieves, Burning Inside, Breathe, and my personal favorite Ministry track, So What, with its pulsing bass line and bouncing rhythms. It's a surefire heavy metal industrial rock stomp that'll make you bust out Doc Martens and eyeliner, dress in all black, and want to hit up your local goth club. Ministry, The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste. So, another record I could go with is honestly any kind of record I could go with. I could go in a million different directions. So I went with The Downward Spiral by Nine Inch Nails. This is not my favorite Nine Inch Nails release. This came out in 1994. Trent Reznor recorded this in Los Angeles, and it's got a darkness to it. It's got an evil vibe. This has a lot of melody, too. So if you're looking for a melodic introduction into industrial music, this is great. Actually, a lot of hooks, a lot of sing-along choruses full of piss, vinegar, and teenage angst. It's great. Songs like March of the Pigs, fast, bruising, but you got songs like Heresy, which is just slow and pounding and just mean music, just vicious. Really, really good stuff there. And then this also is the album that has Closer, which is the big hit from Nine Inch Nails, their first radio staple, first music video that really gained big attention on MTV. And it's a great song. And then this also includes the song Hurt, which was later covered by Johnny Cash. Both versions are incredibly moving. I used to say that my favorite version of the song is the Johnny Cash version, but as I got older, I began to realize that the Nine Inch Nails version is incredibly moving and a powerful statement. And if for some reason you don't know this album, go buy it. It's good. All right, so I could go a lot of different ways. I could get experimental. I could get funny. Totally up to anyone's interpretation, really. So I'm going to go with the 1995 masterpiece from David Bowie called Outside. And I know what you're thinking, Nate, that's not industrial music. That's not industrial rock. Why are you picking a Bowie record? This is the closest thing Bowie ever came to industrial, and it's just crushingly heavy. It's great. It's full of menace and piss and vinegar, and it's just good to hear Bowie being so intelligent and just vicious. It's great. Songs like the title track Outside, Heart's Filthy Lesson has this just big spacious menace to it. The guitar parts are cool, the textures are really interesting, and the programming is masterful. I even like We Prick You a lot. That's really cool. I'm Deranged is great, featured in a David Lynch movie called Lost Highway. And yeah, Hello Space Boy is probably my favorite track on here, but it could be anything. You know, this whole record, top to bottom, is great, and it's an underrated gem from Bowie. Most people overlook the 90s Bowie stuff, but Outside is one that everybody should give a listen. All right, so we're closing in towards the end, folks. Don't worry. So I'm going to pick a record from my favorite band ever. This came out in 2003. Here's Killing Joke, the second self-titled record. This is a good one, another good one for metalheads. This is also a good way to get into Killing Joke. Full of anger and viciousness. Jazz Coleman's on here, Geordie's on here. Supposedly Youth is on here, however, I don't know if that's entirely true. Same with Raven. But Dave Grohl plays drums on the whole thing, and it is a propulsive, pissed-off record full of energy and anger and spit and venom, and that's exactly what you need in really good industrial music. There has to be a bit of a topic. There has to be layers. There has to be a message to get through, and it's great. Opens up with the Death and Resurrection Show. Total Invasion's a great song. Asteroid's awesome. Implant has this great pulsing drum beat from Dave Grohl that's just amazing. Loose Cannon's cool. You'll Never Get to Me is great. Pretty much the whole record's good. The only thing on this version I could live without is the re-recording of War Dance, but that's a pointless, nerdy aside. Anyway, 2003 self-titled from Killing Joke. This is another good one for all you fans. All right, we've reached the end. 5 essentials. It's important. So here we go. We're going to end it with the 1987 release, Cleanse, Fold, Manipulate. This is Skinny Puppy. They are one of the originators of industrial music. This is mostly a synth-based band, so there's no guitars, and the vocals almost act as another instrument, another layer to convey the overall feeling and vibe of the band and the message. Songs like Deep Down Trauma Hounds, Second Tooth, First Aid, Addiction, Shadowcast. So awesome, so powerful, just truly, truly, truly amazing stuff, and I highly recommend you check it out. They recently broke up, but there's a string of records from Skinny Puppy that masterpiece. I covered one of them on this channel, and love Skinny Puppy. I would say the best Skinny Puppy album is Too Dark Park, but we'll talk about that around Halloween time. All right, folks, so there you go. There's your 5 essentials to get into industrial. Hopefully you have something to look forward to and check out. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you all next time. Later.